The flood that we have from the Mendenhall Glacier has been going on every year since 2011. In the last 3 years, we've seen much larger floods than in the past. And so this year, we just had the flood crested this morning at the highest level we've ever seen in terms of the flow on the Mendenhall River. Fortunately, there were a lot of defensive structures in place that were put in this winter after the large floods last year. And so most of those structures appeared to have held. And so the flooding, even though the peak was higher this year, was actually far less damaging, it appears, than last year. The long-term issue is that there's a tributary glacier to the Mendenhall Glacier that receded back and it left a void space along the edge of the Mendenhall Glacier, which fills up with water. The Mendenhall Glacier itself acts like a dam. And so this year it impounded about 16 billion gallons of water. As the basin fills up, at a certain point, the water pressure can actually lift up the main glacier and it drains out underneath the glacier. And that's what initiates the outburst flood. And over time, we've seen this basin evolve to the point where it's able to hold and drain more water. And now we're into our 15th year of this flood. And so again, the last 3 years, we've seen a really kind of step change in terms of the amount of water that it can hold and release during the flood. Ultimately, the retreat of the tributary glacier is caused by climate warming. Um, and we think at this point that the flood, because the Mendenhall Glacier is a very large and thick glacier that will be in place for several decades to come, where it's forming an ice dam, this flood event will probably last several more decades before it disappears.
偷偷告诉大家，我最近发现了新法宝 Royal Face 逆时奇迹系列，它有活肤露、全效精华，还有精华霜。尤其我皮肤比较偏干，所以我非常的注重保湿。保湿做得好，肌肤自然烹饪。提亮肤色更年轻，抚平皱纹超有感，而且气色变好。用心保养，每天都更美丽。美吧。